Ghost loading doesn't cause jams. Welcome back, everybody. Clint here today. Excited to be running some shotguns. Probably some of the most talked about semi-auto shotguns on the market right now. We've got the Beretta 1301 Tactical, outfitted with all a bunch of Aridus Industries awesomeness, and the Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol. All right, now the big question is the extra cost by several $100s for the 1301 Tactical worth it over the A300? And that's something I kind of want to talk about today. All right, before we roll into this, I just want to give a big shout out to my friends over at Monadnock Firearms who helped me out with the ammo. I am going to be running these training slugs from Federal. They are rifled, tactical, practice slugs. Notice the blue shells and everything. So pretty cool. Additionally, the A300 is used from Monadnock Firearms also. So again, big thank you to my boys over there. Additionally, we've got Aridus Industries, as I've already mentioned, who have hooked me up with the forend, with the bolt release, the charging handle, the adapter for the Magpul stock, the side caddy system, which is pretty sweet because that can just fit right into an AR mag pouch and then just pops right back into place when you're ready to rock and roll. I did purchase separately the match saver right here. Okay, this is a Mod 2. Granted, it is has been obviously outfitted with some better and more aftermarket parts and pieces, but it is at the end of the day the Mod 2, so it has actually the very similar furniture, or the exact same furniture that the A300 Ultima Patrol already had on it. The original 1301 furniture, the Mod 1, it didn't have all of the rail spaces and things like that to mount flashlights and everything else. So you'll notice you got the M-lock at the 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions on the rail here of the A300. The Mod 2 Beretta 1301 does have that, okay? Okay, so let's talk about, obviously, the important things. Cost. $1,725 MSRP for the 1301 Tactical. Yeah, she's kind of expensive, but it is running the Blink operating system. Now, Beretta also claims that due to this operating system, it's running 36% faster, or cycling 36% faster than its competition. So is that true? I don't know. I might get a Mossberg out here to kind of, try that, maybe a 940 Pro or something like that soon, and then start running those with a shot timer. But all I want to do today is just compare these two and see if, well, that extra price tag for the 1301 is worth it, all right? Also, 6.4 pounds. Pretty freaking light. So are we gonna see that translate to felt recoil? I'll let you know here in just a moment. Now let's hop on over to the A300 Ultima Patrol. This is the tungsten gray, I think is the color that they've got for it. And you'll notice the controls on it are the factory controls that the Beretta 1301 has. Just a simple piece of plastic over a metal tab for your bolt release and a decent charging handle. Not bad, but nothing to write home about at the end of the day. Fiber optic right up front, along with a ghost ring rear sight, Picatinny right up top. Compare that to the Aridus Industries on my 1301. This is pretty cool. It's actually a mounting plate for a Trijicon RMR with a U-shape integrated rear sight, and it does co-witness to that front sight that you see right up there. It's just a basic little white dot, all right? Cool. Now the A300 does come in at 7.1 pounds, so a little bit heavier than, and you can kind of feel that actually, and both of these are ghost loaded right now with 9 ultimately to shoot. Ghost loading doesn't cause jams, by the way. A crappy shotgun might cause jams, but ghost loading isn't going to hurt your shotgun, and I'll show you what that is here in just a moment. But I just wanted to get that little tidbit out of the way, all right? But with that, you can tell it is a little bit heavier, and the price point on this guy is actually coming in at $1,149 MSRP. So now let's go ahead and, well, let's just shoot them and see how they feel. I don't plan on running a whole lot of speed with it today. We can maybe save that for a different video, but who am I kidding? I'm definitely gonna shoot fast. So yeah, let's do it. All right, let's see here. Okay, feels pretty good. It being a lightweight shotgun, I can definitely feel that recoil a little bit. And these are not, you know, super high velocity slugs or anything like that. These are just training slugs from Federal. But yeah, it feels good overall. Nice. Okay. Overall feeling is, yeah, you're shooting a 12 gauge semi-auto shotgun. It's rocking you just a little bit. The rubber recoil pad right back here, it's doing all right, a decent job at absorbing some of that recoil. And so now let's compare that to the 1301, which you can feel, it is just, yeah, it's a little bit lighter. Now, I don't have this one ghost loaded just yet. I've got 7 in the tube, and that's mainly because I just wanted to show you guys that it can be done, all right? So it might be easier to show this camera over here, but ultimately what I'm gonna do, again, tube is fully loaded. I'm now going to take my chamber round and drop that right on in there. Next, you're gonna notice that the feed ramp is up, okay? So what I want to do is, while I'm holding the charging handle back, I'm placing this on top of the feed ramp while also simultaneously hitting the action release right underneath the gun here. So you'll notice now that that will drop and allow that to slide on over. No, it's not the easiest thing to do, but hey, it does work. Now the question is, will it jam? Let's find out, all right? Nope, it will not. Oh, that feels good. Okay. For whatever reason, it feels like the recoil is more just straight and back in comparison to the A300. It's obviously still very noticeable, but it's running, and it's running well, and it feels good. But honestly, guys, when it comes down to the price point, this one closer to $1,700, that one closer to $1,100, it really is hard to kind of justify this. If you have the budget for it, by all means, do it, right? You're gonna absolutely love it. You won't regret it. But at the same time, I kind of would rather have the A300 and then take that extra money and, well, maybe invest in some training or an optic or some Airtus Industries aftermarket parts. Personally, I think that's where I would go with it. But I did really want a 1301. There is just something about shooting this shotgun that just feels so smooth. It just feels great to pull the trigger on. I don't know what to tell you other than I really love shooting this gun. Nothing against the A300. Again, I think it's a fabulous shotgun, but at the end of the day, you can feel a difference. Is it 36% faster cycling? I don't know. I mean, I guess we can, I've got one in the chamber, pretty much ready to rock and roll here. Let's just see. Let's see if we can get one of these targets to fall down again. All right, ready? Let's do it. Yes! I don't know, that was what, 7 plus 1, so 8 rounds total? That seemed pretty fast to me, if you ask me. My goodness. And yeah, it does feel really, really good to shoot. Now, for those of you that might be wondering, like, what's the point of the match saver? I can actually kind of go ahead and show that to you really fast. So you've got your extra round presented and ready right there. So as soon as you run, as soon as you run empty, it allows me to do that number, hit the bolt release, and send the next round. So it goes a little bit quicker instead of having to reach back here and start reloading, but at the end of the day, I have it right there. It gives me that one extra round. Now we can talk about why I don't like shotguns for home defense. Shotguns for home defense are cool, but you are limited to capacity. And unless you truly train and run your 12 gauge or whatever gauge it might be, you're at a disadvantage for somebody who might come in with, I don't know, a Glock with an extendo. So, and maybe a, you know, something they found on wish.com. But with that, I just want you guys to know shotguns are definitely kings when it comes to close quarters when used appropriately. How is it used appropriately? In a team environment. So if you have guys that are gunners, that are assaulters, that are whatever, and you're the shotgunner, the breacher, the point man, then I can see this as definitely being a very useful tool. But if it's just you alone, you need to make sure that you got spare rounds on standby and a lot of training and practice. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. Things for home defense: a PCC, perhaps in 10mm, a 300 blackout AR, a little pistol, you know, something like that would be great. A 300 blackout pistol is what I'm talking about. Something along those lines I think you'll find to be a lot more efficient and a lot more easier to control than, let's say, a shotgun. All right, now just for the sake of consistency and fairness, I want to show you guys how to ghost load the A300. So I'm going to come back over to this camera here. I've already got 7 in the tube. So now I'm going to take my chamber round, and I just want to pop that right on in there. Feed ramp might fight you a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so chamber round is already in there. I'm keeping the charging handle back because I don't want the extractor to grab that round in the chamber. And I'm just going to pop this guy just like so, and then let that ride on over. So now I've got 1 sitting on the feed ramp, 7 in the tube, 1 in the chamber, ready to rock and roll. And I'll show that with the 1301 one more time as well. So again, I've got 7 in the tube. Actually, let's just make sure. Yep, 7 in the tube. Again, I'm going to pull back. You notice the feed ramp is coming up. That's okay. I'm going to take my round, my chamber round, and pop that in there. Next, I'm going to take my next round. I'm just going to go ahead and try my best to sit it right on top of the feed ramp and then hit the action release right on the bottom and let that come right on back. And now you'll notice the bolt is riding right on top of that round, and I am ready to go. All right, cool. Now, starting off with the A300, let's go ahead and shoot this as fast as I possibly can, okay? Again, big shout out to my friends over at Monadnock Firearms for hooking me up with all the ammo today, because boy howdy, I've been going through it on and off camera, just having some fun. 9 rounds as fast as possible. I'm just gonna unload it into the still in front of me here. What do you guys think? Can we go sub 2 seconds? Let's try it. It'd be helpful if I actually turned it on. Let's do it. Whew. Hey, that one's down. And of course, I forgot to record from the glasses again, but that's okay. I think you guys could hear it. With that, we are looking at 9 rounds and 1.94. 1.94 seconds, 9 rounds. So we did hit sub 2. Let's do this. Ooh, it didn't knock that one down, but I am at 1.83. Is that a 36% difference? I don't know. I don't think it is, but from what Beretta is saying, with the blink system, it should run 36% quicker than its competition. Is the A300 its competition? Probably not. Okay, so it is still significantly quicker, and with that, I felt like it was definitely a little bit faster cycling, but I'm also not feeling as much recoil. Again, I think this operating system is going to lend a little bit less felt recoil. That could also have something to do with the accessories and the aftermarket parts from Aridus Industries that I have on here. But at the end of the day, the question is this: is the $1,700 plus price tag worth it for the 1301 Tactical in comparison to the A300, which is coming in at closer to $1,100? And it really depends on your budget. Like I mentioned before, if you can afford this and accessorize it, still have money left over for training and ammo and all that stuff, absolutely go for the 1301. You will not regret it. However, if you're looking to be a little bit more budget friendly, you want something that you can still run quickly reliably, accurately, whatever it might be, you still just want a semi-auto shotgun that's going to do work, the A300 is probably more in your wheelhouse. You guys let me know down in the comment section, what do you think? Do you think it's worth it one over the other, yes or no? And of course, what do you think about the aftermarket accessories from our buddies over at Aridus Industries? It's pretty cool stuff. In fact, I might do an entire video dedicated to Aridus Industries and kind of really running this gun and ultimately showing you guys different drills, hitting the barricade up with a shotgun, stuff like that would be kind of fun. So yeah, you guys just comment down below what you want to see, and memberships are now live on the channel as well. So if you want to have your exclusive only chat during my live streams, do that. If you want to have early admittance to my videos, do that. You can connect with me on social as well. And of course, I'll be putting up shorts just for members on YouTube, in addition to the ones that you get kind of weekly, but you'll also have some that are more behind the scenes and of course, getting more of your input about the direction of the channel. So members, you definitely have a lot of influence about where the channel goes and how it operates, all right? So thank you guys for coming by. Again, just want to thank my friends over at Monadnock Firearms for helping me out with, well, a place to shoot so my neighbors don't get too mad. And of course, the ammo, because ammo be expensive, all right? By the way, if there's anybody out there that wants to be an ammo sponsor, just, you know, hit me up down in the comment section. Guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that type of fun stuff. Show YouTube that we actually want gun content on their platform. And by the way, tomorrow I will be down in Boston to speak in opposition to the Massachusetts House bill, the H4 885, that has been, well, signed by the governor. So the 2A Boston rally, follow it on Instagram. If you're in New England in that area, show up. I just recently did a live stream talking about ways you can defend your Second Amendment right. Well, being present at rallies like this, showing that we don't want to stand for all this tyranny and gun control, is a really good way to do that. God bless you guys, and we'll see you next time right here. Make sure I do actually have it. Kidding me? Guess I forgot to load it.